I hear Quebec wants to ban sleds between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Cans are awesome, broughting PQ in today's sledding only, probably not long before we're looking to fight this here in Ontario.
Come on man, this law will help business in Quebec. Yo, you should have your sled put away by 10 p.m. and be in attendance at the local Peeler bar.
But I thought loud sleds don't close trails?
Let's face it, cans close trails, but city idiots close more. They think all sleds are loud. My guess would be they'd find a first-gen 4-stroker, Frontier, Cat Touring, the Do and the ZX chassis, just as loud. I can see them crying, it burns gas, it's bad. This is not a Get back on track people, these clowns hate sleds period. Keep focusing on cans, and you'll find more trails closed, because your enemies were more focused on their objectives than you. Why do some of you always instantly blame cans for any kind of trail closure? How many sleds these days even run an aftermarket can? 1. 5. Laughable to even suggest that aftermarket cans are any kind of remote cause of these types of closures. Laughable. In the end, it comes down to a lack of respect, in my opinion. It is very possible to go by a person's house, be it on a trail, or down the side of the road, without disturbing everyone in the neighborhood. However, a few choose not to, and in the end, we all pay the price.
We lost already some landowners' permission for the noise of snowmobiles. And I can tell you it is no fun to go to landowners on unis and ask if you can please use this year the trails again, because there is no way around that landowner. But again, it has all to do with noise, and some snowmobilers will never learn it. Also, the snowmobilers with the loud exhausts, they are most of the times not the volunteers who does most of the work at the snowmobile clubs. Sorry, I have no good word for them. If you want to be noisy, do it with your car, truck, or motorcycle, but not with the snowmobile. It will be tough enough to keep the trails open without the loud snowmobiles. Thanks. How many TMS do sleds like this have to go by a house to pick someone up at any time of day or night?
WTF. Well, it would have to be a lot more than that, if indeed it's impossible to ride a sled with a pipe without pissing off residents and cabin owners. People have been riding it around with pipes for years, yet there are still trails open, and lots of them, that go close to houses. I agree with you for the most part. The world would be a much better place if people would just exercise a little common courtesy, and a pipe like the one in the video would have to get annoying for the rider more than anyone. But it drives me nuts how people act like everyone lives in southern Ontario and spends their days riding through people's backyards. It's very easy to go out and ride without crossing private property. More importantly, the issue here is not aftermarket pipes, and pretending that it is burying your head in the sand. This is about people trying to dictate how you should live your life, and what recreational activities are acceptable.
Bullshit. If the sleds were not being heard at all hours, there would be no issue. I spend more than enough time talking with the landowners with our club, who have been so for more than 3 decades. Why is it now they are complaining much more than before, and I'm hearing more canned sleds going by my house and out on the trail? Like it or not, New Southern Ontario's majority population will always dick at stuff like this. It's the way life is. Guys abusing cans are the ones preventing people from having cake and eating it too. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be near a house or on private land to cause issue. Hunters, trappers, fishermen, hikers, Ben's mom, skiers, don't want to hear it either. Walk by waving on a stock sled and soon they can't hear you, even if you get on it a mile away. Walk by waving on a piped sled and get on a mile away, they'll still hear and hate you.
Let me change the subject. You know, Nutter, I just wanna molest myself with your meat. Gotta love Nutters. Big salty meat.
Wow, enough about my meat. What is your thoughts on Red Rocket? I heard trailing arms are fucking ancient.
Poor Red Rocket, every time I hear I think of that time he petrified straight into the bush.
Son of a bitch, when we learn the thing. He is always bugging at me about the OFSC finances. He should concentrate on learning to write instead, eh?
Well, what the fuck can you do? At least he is not a moderator anymore. God, oops,